Mikesbikes Simulation, Round 1 Strategy and Game Success Guide Introduction. Hello everyone, and welcome to this comprehensive video guide on how to succeed in the Mikesbikes simulation game. Whether you're preparing for an MBA course, a business simulation competition, or simply aiming to master strategic decision-making in a simulated market environment, this guide will walk you through everything you need to know to start strong from round 1. If you'd like personal support or updated winning strategies, feel free to email us at mbazimbikes@gmail.com or check https://mbazimbikes.blogspot.com for updated tips with specific rounds. Let's begin with an overview of the game and then move step by step through the key decisions for round 1, along with long-term strategies you'll need to apply through rounds 2 to 8. Part 1. Game Overview and Objectives. Mikesbikes is a strategic management simulation centered around a bicycle manufacturing company. Your goal is to manage and grow your firm to outperform competitors across multiple metrics: shareholder value, SHV, net profit, market share, retail sales, stock price. Your team will manage product design, pricing, production, marketing, HR, distribution, and financial strategies. Each round simulates a year of operations, and decisions must adapt to changing market conditions and competitor moves. The game rewards long-term thinking, not just short-term profits. The best teams consistently deliver value through strong product-market fit, operational efficiency, and strategic innovation. Part 2. Strategic Mindset, Long-Term Vision. The most successful teams understand that early investments, especially in R&D, winking and laughing, brand awareness, capacity, and distribution, are critical for scaling profits in later rounds. Mistakes in early rounds can snowball, so starting with a solid round 1 strategy is essential. Our suggested strategy involves: 1. Focus on adventure and leisure segments in the early rounds. 2. Gradually introduce new products, e.g., road or kids' bikes, based on R&D winking and laughing projects. 3. Invest in high product quality, brand awareness, and employee satisfaction. 4. Expand plant capacity and worker numbers early to prepare for growth. 5. Track competitors and adjust pricing, marketing, and product positioning accordingly. Part 3. Step-by-step guide for round 1. Let's now go decision by decision for round 1. This setup assumes you're playing the single-player practice round or multiplayer competition starting round 1 with one existing product. Product decisions, design, pricing, and forecasting. In round 1, you have one product targeted at the adventure segment. This customer group prefers high-performance bikes and is willing to pay a premium for quality and innovation. Price: set the initial price at around $2,100. This is a safe starting point. You can test higher, e.g., $2,200, but monitor sales volume. Forecast sales: assume a growth from past sales, 16,000 units. A forecast of 18,000 to 20,000 units is reasonable if your price and promotion are aligned. Inventory buffer: maintain 2 to 3 weeks of inventory to avoid stockouts. Overproduction leads to holding costs, so plan carefully. Production and capacity planning: check your current production capacity, usually around 25,000 SCU, standard capacity units. Aim to use about 80% of your capacity for cost efficiency. Planned production: set around 23,000 to 25,000 units to meet expected demand and buffer. Add capacity: if possible, purchase 5,000 extra SCU for future rounds. Building early is cheaper and helps avoid bottlenecks. Marketing decisions: advertising and branding. Marketing is critical for building awareness and stimulating demand. Allocate your advertising budget across 3 media channels: TV, internet, and magazines. TV, $400,000; internet, $300,000; magazines, $500,000. Allocate budget percentages as: TV, 33 to 40%; internet, 25 to 30%; magazines, 30 to 42%. Use consistent messaging and visuals. You'll also need to allocate a public relations, PR, budget. For simplicity, mirror your advertising strategy in PR or set PR budget, $1.2 million total across 3 channels in the same proportion as advertising. Manufacturing support decisions to maintain quality and reduce downtime, make these standard investments: training hours per worker, 45 hours salary per worker, $26,000 preventive maintenance, $100,000 quality systems, $100,000 inspection rate, 18%. Operations and process improvement. Early investment in operations efficiency saves money long term. Set the following: batch size, 400; setup time reduction, $300,000; supplier relations, $350,000; raw material inventory, 3 weeks. Human resources, HR, staff and satisfaction. Current workers, start with 60 to 80. For round 1, increase to 80 to 100 to prepare for future growth. Hire additional workers if you plan to increase production next round. Keep morale high with adequate training, salary, and manageable workload. Distribution strategy. You need retail channels to reach your customers. Focus on bike shops, $200,000 support; department stores, $500,000 support; incentives to distributors, support levels at 50% for bike shops, 36% for department stores. Ensure your distribution index increases each round to improve availability and market coverage. Branding and awareness. Branding helps create customer loyalty. Set a branding budget of $1.5 million to $2.5 million for round 1. Plan to increase gradually each round as your product portfolio grows. Research and AMP development, R&AMP winking and laughing. This is crucial for long-term success. Start a new project in round 1 to develop updated adventure bike, style 52, tech spec 33 to 35, new leisure segment bike, style 52, tech spec 11. These developments prepare you to serve both segments starting round 2 or 3. Remember, adventure products need updates regularly. Leisure bikes are stable, no need to redesign every year. Finance and investor relations. Finance decisions include issuing or repurchasing equity, taking loans, and managing investor relations. Round 1, don't repurchase equity yet. Wait until you're profitable with excess cash. Investor relations, spend $300,000 to $400,000 to build trust and boost SHV over time. Avoid excessive debt in round 1. Cash on hand is valuable for strategic investments in R&AMP winking and laughing and capacity. Part 4, example results from round 1. If you follow this round 1 strategy, expected outcomes may include shareholder value, SHV $17 to $19, starting from $13, retail sales, $35 million to $43 million, versus competitor 32M, net profit after tax, $3 million to $4 million, versus competitor $1M. Cash on hand, adequate for R&AMP winking and laughing, capacity expansion, and marketing in round 2. Part 5, long-term roadmap, rounds 2 to 8. From round 2 onwards, here's what to focus on. Round 2, launch leisure product. Adjust pricing for both segments. Expand capacity. Fine-tune media mix. Round 3 to 4, introduce road or kids segments. Update adventure bike. Increase branding and PR, hire more workers. Round 5 to 6, optimize margins. Consider equity repurchase. Begin market dominance in 3+ segments. Round 7 to 8, maximize profit, minimize inventory, stabilize operations, and push SHV to the top. By round 8, with proper management and consistent growth, you can raise your SHV from $13 to over $185, which reflects strong decision-making, high brand value, and operational excellence. Final tips for success. 1. Adapt. Every team faces different competitor behavior. Adjust pricing, promotion, and production accordingly. 2. Review reports. After each round, check your market demand, competitor actions, and financial performance. 3. Invest early. R and AMP winking and laughing, branding, and distribution matter most in the early rounds. 4. Avoid stockouts or excess inventory, balance demand forecasting carefully. 5. Focus on net profit plus SHV, these are your best indicators of performance. 6. Play as a team, coordinate decisions across departments, marketing, production, finance, R and AMP winking and laughing, for synergy. Conclusion. Thank you for watching this Mikesbikes Simulation Round 1 strategy guide. If you apply these recommendations and remain flexible based on real-time game data, you'll position your team for long-term dominance in the simulation. Don't forget to visit https://mbazimebikes.blogspot.com for updated tips, or email us at mbazimebikes@gmail.com or help with specific rounds. Good luck, and we wish you success in becoming the top-performing firm in your Mikesbikes simulation.
Can use 1 million or 2 million or 3 million, but to set the cost in round 1 we can use 1 million. Maybe you put 1,000, next round increase to 2,000, and next round we increase to max 3,000, and keep that for all the other later rounds. Design and development is very important, because this is the reason we can update the product. We set a new research project, so next round we can adjust or modify our products to meet the new customer demand. So again, this is very important part. We need to design in this round, so next round we can start a design, develop a new project for the product. So next round we can have, after research, we can have production for the new model or a new version of products, right? So in round 2, in round 1 we plan to for round 2 to produce in 2 segments. So round 1 we need to invest in the develop a new project for adventure with the style of 52 and technology and technical specification of 54. And also we develop a new project for laser style of 52 and tech 11. So next round we can start production of 2 segments based on these 2 projects. And laser does not require update every round, but adventure need updating every round. So we need to develop new project for adventure in almost every round. Again, this is very important. Again, do not just use the suggested numbers. This suggested number, do not just use it. We need to adjust to meet the specific situation of the game, and also look at the report and set a number and decision better than competitors in later rounds. For finance, we can make decision about equity. We buy back the equity from the later rounds when we get high profit and high cash in hand. We can pay the long-term debts, and also we can spend some for investor relation. So for first round, we just use 300,000 or 400,000 for investor relation. We do not buy back shares from the stock from the first round, and also we do not pay that in the first round. We do that from later round, maybe from round 4, 5 to 8, when we have good sale and good profit. So that's overall decision for the first round. If you follow the suggested, we can get quite good result. For example, we can get the SHV or shareholder value of 17 compared with competitor 12, and also we can get retail sales from 35 to 43 million compared with competitor 32 million, and after tax profit after tax of 3 million compared with competitors 600,000, and cash in hand we can get very good cash in hand, and also wholesale sales. So in the second product, when we get the 2 products to sell in 2 segments, we can double sale and double profit. This is a sample of final results. You can see that we can increase about 20 or 30% every round to get a shareholder value of 185 compared with the first round start at $13. Increase to 185 in round 8 after 8 rounds, and for round 2 we can get that $29 compared with the first round 13. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you prefer free support for round 1 and 2, you can email to mbasimbikes@gmail.com and see the updated winning guide tips on the blog mbabikes2012.blogspot.com. Thank you. Good luck and success.